What's going on, everybody? Kennybomb is in the building, and in just a few days, WWE 2K24 will be available for those who decided to pay a premium price for it. But even if you didn't, it still will be available for you in less than 1 week. Now, I haven't been this excited about a WWE game in a very long time, but while there are things I really love about it, there are also things I don't really like too much as well. And today, we're going to talk about both of them. But first, it's giveaway season. I'm giving away an Xbox Series X, a PlayStation 5, or a Steam Deck. All we got to do is hit 30,000 subscribers by April 1st. We are in the home stretch, so make sure you drop a like on this video to spread the word. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you don't want to miss any updates on WWE 2K24. Now let's get into it.
Run, boy, they coming on.
Now, there are a lot of good things we can say about WWE 2K24, but the one thing that really stands out to me is the special guest referee match. You can tell 2K really poured their hearts into this match because some of the other match types lack in creativity, where this one does not at all. When they made the announcement that the special guest referee match would be returning, I thought it was going to be pretty cut and dry. You get in the ring, either you count the pin or you don't. Either you call the submission or you don't. But anything you see the ref do on WWE TV, you can do that in this game. Throwing the ringside managers to the back, even if they didn't do anything, you're out of here. Now, I know the Bret Hart fans won't like this, but you can even recreate the infamous Montreal Screwjob. Now, can you go backstage and punch Vince McMahon in the face afterwards? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But what you can do is play this match with any wrestler on the roster you want, any manager, any creative superstar, and you can dress them up however you want to specifically for this match type. Even though we only got the option to do 1 versus 1 in special guest referee matches this year, it's still a big win because of everything they put into it. And it's going to make it a lot easier for us to run tournaments this year on the channel. Which brings me to the first thing I don't like about WWE 2K24. Why does this game not have crossplay? NBA 2K24 has crossplay. I believe this is where 2K first introduced it. So if you can introduce it in NBA 2K24, why can't we have it in WWE 2K24? This was the perfect year to get it done. With this special guest referee match being reintroduced to the game and the match being available online, this would have made tournaments perfect. Now, I don't know if they're planning on adding this in later as a patch like some games do, but if they do, it's going to be too late for me. So as of right now, I'm going to have to buy this game on Xbox, I'm going to have to buy this game on PlayStation, and I'm going to have to buy this game on PC. But maybe that's the plan all along. If that's the plan, then I hate to do it, but we're going to have to cancel Christmas on 2K. Let's go ahead and move on to the second thing that I really love about this game, and that is the new blood physics. Now, some people might say some things we got in WWE 2K24 might be kind of influenced by AEW Fight Forever. Were they? I don't know. None of us are in the office, so we can't say for sure, but looking at this blood, it seems like they were kind of influenced by AEW Fight Forever. That's one thing they got perfect over there. The blood splatting all over the wrestlers' bodies and going all over the ring. In 2K24, you can actually be cut in different parts of your faces, and when you get to a certain level, the blood will stain the ring. Now, I think it disappears pretty fast, but it still drips down to the ring, and that is a big win because back in my day, we had blood flowing all over the place in these WWE games. We are living in the age of brutality. Shout out to Rhea Ripley. Which brings up the next question. Can the women bleed in WWE 2K24? We see Becky Lynch going crazy. We see Britt Baker going crazy. The women bleed in real life, so will 2K bring that into 2K24? Or should the women bleed in WWE 2K24? I don't know. I need y'all to answer that question in the comment section. But the next thing I absolutely hate about what these games have become is the way the wrestlers stand in the ring. I saw a video hang 'em high posted on Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it. And it showed Kevin Owens standing there in front of Sami Zayn, I believe it was, and he was sitting there dancing like an MMA fighter. And I have never seen Kevin Owens dance or behave like this in a WWE ring. One thing this does is take away originality from these wrestlers, and it just makes them like bodies in the ring. They're not themselves at all. If you got The Undertaker standing in there doing like MMA poses, it would kind of make sense because that's kind of what his character became. But when you got Kevin Owens in there doing it when he's nothing close to that, it just doesn't make sense at all. I think characters like The Undertaker, Kane, they should have their strong, monster, menacing poses in the ring. You know, Brock Lesnar, he stands in there doing, just like Here Comes the Pain. Everybody actually felt like themselves. In these 2K games, they just don't at all. I don't know what it takes. You got people who can imitate these wrestlers' stances, so get one guy to do the mocap and just make these wrestlers feel like themselves. Make everybody feel different. Listen, EA is over there cooking up some garbage with those UFC games. But if they can make those fighters get in that octagon and actually make them bounce around and feel like themselves, in wrestling, where the character is more important than anywhere else, I think this is one of the first things they should have nailed in these 2K games, and up until this point, they still haven't. Let's go back to the positive side. One of the biggest things I'm excited to see back in the game this year is the casket match. I'm an Undertaker guy, so anything you want to give me from The Undertaker's legacy, I will take it. Even that Brock Lesnar match. Even though I think there are some things we could have done better with the casket match, I'd rather it be here than it not be here. And you can slam your opponents on top of the casket, so that's pretty cool. But number 3, for something I hate about WWE 2K24, and I will use that word hate because it ties back into something I actually love. And that is the fact that the casket match and the ambulance match are back in this game, finally. But they're pretty much the same match. When the match ends, you do the same mini game. And keep in mind, this is the same mini game they use when you pull off a submission. So the casket and the ambulance match is essentially just another submission match. Your submission move of choice is just throwing your opponent in the casket or putting them in the ambulance. There's a lot of different things they could have done here. They could have even just switched up the bar to make us think it was different. Whatever happened to the mini game where you like flash X on the screen, whoever pressed X first advances forward. Flash B on the screen, whoever pressed B first advances forward. There's a lot of complications that comes with that, but if your opponent is too weak, then maybe X flashes up over here before it flashes over there. There is a lot of different options you have, but what they did was just take that same submission meter and slap them on these two match types, and honestly, I think it's unacceptable. But guess what? We really have no choice but to accept it. Now let's get back on a positive note because this roster is absolutely perfect. I saw some people complaining when the roster came out because Dragon Lee wasn't on it. That kind of shows, you know what, shout out to Dragon Lee, don't get me wrong. But that shows no matter what, people will complain because this roster is absolutely stacked. From the current roster all the way down to the Legends. And then they pumped out this DLC season pass thing on us. And they actually pulled it off. They got Jade Cargill and CM Punk in this game. Am I the biggest CM Punk fan? No. But them getting him in here, pack 1, when he pretty much just came back, that's impressive. Now, the roster in any wrestling company is always evolving, so of course they won't always get every big name in here, so you got some missing. Lola Vice, for one, she's a pretty big name, so they probably could have squeezed her and Lexus King in here in place of that Pat McAfee DLC pack, because what are we doing there? But because the roster is so good, I won't complain about it. But one thing I will complain about, coincidence for Booker T being behind me right now, because what is going on with these superstar ratings? Now, I know we can get the pack and kind of put everybody rated to whatever we want it to be, but these default ratings are just terrible. Absolutely offensive, and I don't like it. How is Kurt Angle rated an 89 and Logan Paul rated a 90? Now, I tried to make the argument, you know what, Logan Paul has a championship, so it makes sense for him being a 90, but it does not because Io Sky is an 88. So the championship argument is out of the window. Are you telling me what Logan Paul has done in his short career so far shines over everything Kurt Angle has done in his entire career? Why are we disrespecting the legends here? Why is Booker T like an 86? Do you remember Booker T in that shopping center with Stone Cold Steve Austin? That boosts Booker T up to a 93 in itself. Come on, guys. Judge the legends based on their legendary status. At least The Undertaker got a 95, though, so it's not all too bad. But number 5, last but not least, for the things I love about WWE 2K24, it's the stories in MyRise. They have been greatly improved. I hated the lock stuff. It wasn't good, but this time we're going with the top dog. We got Roman Reigns in here engaging in a story with our created wrestlers. Now, I don't know too much about the story yet. I will tell y'all that I see a lot of 40 minutes of gameplay stuff going around on the internet. I only took in what they had on that trailer because I don't like being spoiled. I want to go in there and experience the story fresh. So we'll see what we get with that, but Roman Reigns being involved in him apparently relinquishing his title and coming back, that sounds very interesting to me. And for the women, I don't know what's going on with their story. It looks like the girls wrestling in some type of underground battle rap scene or something. I don't know. But then at the end, she like kind of rolls up from the bottom and she was sparking with electricity. Listen, I love Chelsea Green's model in this game, but I also love The Undertaker, as I told y'all before. So this supernatural stuff, I'm all with it. That's number 5 on what I love in this game. Number 5 on what I hate in this game is MyRise. The stuff in between the story is the same as it was last year. Copy and paste. Broke my heart when I found out. I really hate to say it, but this stuff is just terrible. It's boring and it kind of takes me out of everything. They write great stories a lot of the time with these modes, but you can't really experience them like you want to because the backstage stuff is so grueling. The side missions are so grueling, just reading everything through the phone. It takes you out of it and it's really draining, and I jump out of the mode before I finish almost every year. I'm going to do everything I can to finish it this year, but I just don't know if I'll be able to because this stuff is just so bad. I'm a career mode guy, and I just want MyRise to be better. If you can't make it better, just give us something like Road to WrestleMania. You don't need to pad it for us to spend more time in there. Give me the story and let me get out. If you want to make branching paths, that'll be even better. Just give me the branching path stories. Let me unlock whatever you want me to unlock in there, and don't force me to do the backstage stuff that just is not fun. But just because I'm down on MyRise does not mean I think this game is bad. I think this is a fan service game, and this is going to be the best 2K game we had in a very long time. So again, I am very excited about it. And I think we're going to be playing this game on this channel pretty much all year until we get the next one. And because we got all of these quality of life updates in 2K24, I think 2K25 is going to be even bigger. But we'll see what we get there. But what are you guys most excited about? What do you plan on firing up first once this game is in your console or PC? Even though I said a lot of bad stuff about MyRise, I'm creating my wrestler and I'm getting right to it. Let me know what you plan on doing in the comment section, but don't forget to drop a like on this video and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already, because in 2K24, we are going WWE 2K24 crazy. Bomb Squad, let's get to that.